Hey gang, Gameface here, and it is time for another episode of 7 Days. And 7 Days is where we talk about the games. But, you know, there's a couple things going on first. Well, I got a key giveaway. I'm going to do that near the end. Giving away 2 keys for Try Hard Parking, Steam keys. So near the end of the video, we'll do that. But first, let's talk about the games. And I'm going to start off with Astroneer. Astroneer, well, I'm having a blast with Astroneer. If you saw the last video, I started working on the dome. The big dome above my space outpost, my planetary outpost. I got killed by a rock, a flying rock the other day. So I'm like, okay, that's it. We're building a dome. So I've built the framework for the dome in the last episode, and from there we're gonna fill in some stuff. We're actually gonna make rooms of some type so that I can, you know, when the storm comes, I can run and hide as opposed to digging a hole and still getting hit by a rock. But I'm having a blast in Astroneer. I haven't found a game that you know, like this. Like, there's lots of games like this, but there's none of them that just clicked with me. And this is one that I think I'm going to really enjoy. It's still in early access, so let's hope updates bring positive things and good changes, not bad. But yeah, I'm looking forward to more Astroneer. One thing I'm not looking forward to so much is Watch Dogs. I'm really quite disappointed. The more I play it, the more disappointed I get. It seems like a cheap knockoff of something. It really does. It seems like I got myself a fake version of something, not a real version. But, you know, I don't know if anybody watched the last episode, but something really bugged me. After I was done the mission, and I think after I did my outro, I ran into a thing with where there was a guy, what do they call it, a hacker, hacking me. And so I ran around, and finally I tracked him down. I shot him. He ran away. You know, shooting doesn't do anything. He ran away, and he ran, and I chased and chased. There was not a vehicle to be seen anywhere except for the one vehicle he happened to be running to. And as he hopped into this white car, it turned into a white van, and he drove away. Like, really? Really? Does it even want me to play? Like, those are things that just shouldn't happen in the game. There wasn't a vehicle around, so I was put into a situation where the opponent seemed to have magic vehicles, and I had nothing. So I was kind of pissed off, and I didn't like that. But I don't know. We'll see. I still have Watch Dogs 2 up on the calendar, though I seems to have pushed it off to like the end of next week. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if I can fit it in. So next to Watch Dogs 2, I did some skiing. I did a little snowboarding, a little paragliding, a little bit of wingsuit fun. We were playing Steep, and I'm quite enjoying Steep. I don't know if it's something that I'm necessarily going to do like detailed videos. I'm not going to do detailed videos on. I'm just going to do videos where I'm fucking around and doing fun stuff. I've got to the highest peak. I'm opening up the mountains, and we're seeing where we can get to and what we can do and where we can go and things of this stuff, and you know, just checking things out. But I'm still having fun with Steep. I played Battlefield 1. We're off hanging out with Lawrence of Arabia, and we're doing stuff. We're fighting against the Ottoman Empire, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing, because they seem to be a bunch of dickbags. So yeah, we're doing that. I don't know. There might be 2 more videos left, but there's probably we'll see. But I've got Battlefield scheduled for this week, and it might be the last video of War Stories. But like I said, I'm really enjoying the Battlefield War Stories. I like the way they're done. I like the diversity in them. One's not the same as the other. Yeah, it's like a different game, but yet the same game. I like it. I like it. Whatever the case may be, I'm enjoying it. Now, we also played The Last Guardian. And, you know, if the camera works like that, I can see why they gave up on the Guardians. I can see that's why. It's the camera's fault that this is The Last Guardian. If the camera worked, there would be many, many, many more Guardians. But that game, the camera... And I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily the camera either. In a way, it's Trico. It's just driving me mad. I must have spent... I know I spent 20 minutes jumping up and down on this creature's back, yelling, dive, 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 and he just ignored me. He just ignored me. I would tell him to go left, he would go right. I'd tell him to go forward, he'd turn around and go backwards. I don't know if the game, the AI in the game has just said, well, fuck you, I'm not doing anything you say. I'm going to do completely opposite of what you say. Because it was driving me crazy. Seriously, it was infuriating. There was a ledge up on a cliff, and I wanted him to, you know, just like reach up there so I could climb up there. And every time he did, I pointed to it and told him to do it, he'd fucking turn around, go and jump into the water. And then I'd be like, okay, fine then. If you want to jump in the water, dive. Go do the thing you need to do. Dive. And then he would turn around and get out of the water. It was very frustrating. And, you know, I still look forward to playing the game, but I have to say, I think I'm going to be glad when it's over. I think I am. So, we also played, of course, what's my favorite right now. Yeah, I think it is Dishonored 2. Dishonored 2 is so much fun. We're going after the Duke. And I made it into the Duke's mansion, or the Grand Palace, they call it. And I found the Duke, but I can't find the Duke's body double. And I need to find the Duke's body double because he's the guy. I'm pretty sure I've got to somehow eliminate the Duke and put his body double in charge. And I think that's the way out, not to kill anybody. But I did have to kill there was a guy, Howler, yeah, that I had to kill. Not much I could do. He just wouldn't leave me alone, so I had to chop him in half. You know, things always don't go the way you want. Okay, so I also played Lara Croft Go. Now, I'm sort of kind of pissed off at that game. Not the game itself, but the way they did it. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I'm finished, almost finished. I've got like 6 levels left on the PC version. But I noticed that I replayed through, I don't know what you want to call it. I did the puzzles again on the PS4 version. But after I'm done this, there's like another whole other set of levels on the PS4 version. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I know I'm going to pick up this week or you know, late this week, early next week, and we'll finish up the PC version. But I think I'm going to plug away and I'm going to try to get access to the last levels of the PS4 version. I don't know if there's an Xbox version that has different levels yet. I don't know. I'm not buying all of them. 2 of them is enough. So we'll be doing that this week. Try Hard Parking. Try Hard Parking was a game that I grabbed off Game Jolt back in November. It was one of those like frustrating I Am Bread style type things. Not quite that style though. Not that style, but that feeling that it gave you. It was basically driving a car to a parking spot through obstacles, and the car was not easy to drive to. So I played that, and I am going to be giving away 2 Steam keys in a couple minutes for that game. Now, the other thing that we did this week was No Limits 2 Workshop Creations, the 50th episode, and it was fun. I guess I was hoping for more tracks, but you know, what can I expect? I did, you know, we gave it basically 2 months to build up some tracks, and I think we did good. They're always awesome tracks. But now we can pick up. I've already penned in a date for the episode 51, so I'm looking forward to that. And then probably won't be jumping in and doing friends tracks there. I'm gonna end up doing community tracks there, and because there's been a lot of build up since I've been waiting for these tracks for episode 50. So that's awesome. I'm excited about that. Let's talk about the indie games I played before I go on and talk about 2 other things. First off, I played a game called Empty, which was actually pretty cool. It was I grabbed it off Alpha Beta Gamer, and it was a thing where you turned a room around, and once you matched the things in the room to the wall color they were against, once they matched in color, they disappeared. Really cool game. I'm finding there's a lot of cool games on Alpha Beta Gamer that I want to play, but some of them are quite old. I'm just gonna be going there as a normal thing, same as I do Game Jolt. I'm gonna add that to my list. I played a game from Game Jolt called Bitsturbed. Bitsturbed was a 8-bit style first-person shooter, classic Doom, except you could look up and down, because original Doom, was not really a 3D game. It was a 3D representation to you, but you couldn't not move your head up and look down. You couldn't look up to shoot a guy on a balcony. If you shot forward and that guy was up there, you got him. That was the way it worked. Everything was basically just in a 2D plane with a bit of represented in to look like 3D to you. Of course, now we live in a different world. Even our 8-bit 3D games are really 3D. And it's not really 8-bit either. It just has what looks like 8-bit graphics. But that was fun. It wasn't a difficult game in any way. I would suggest if you like those style, that Doom or Castle Wolfenstein style, old school first-person shooter, go check it out. Like I said, I got that one from Game Jolt. I also got She's Mine. It made me think. I don't know. It was just a simple platformer, not even a puzzler. It was a jumping platform game, and I'm not the best at those, but I did have fun, and we ended up with this video. But yeah, that's probably it for my indie games last week. but I hope to fit in some more this week. It's going to be busy. It's going to be so busy. So, another thing I wanted to talk about is, basically Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, and Origami. I don't think I'm finishing these. Deus Ex, I've been pushing myself to play it. I haven't been, like I said before, once I'm in, I'm finding I enjoy it, but it doesn't seem to draw me in. And I really couldn't care less if I finished it. Whereas some games, I would be like, I need to finish it. If I didn't finish Dishonored 2, I'd be freaking out. But Deus Ex Mankind Divided, I don't care. I really don't care. The game didn't want me to care. They would have tried harder if they wanted me to care. Origami, different story. It's just, I've got bored of the gameplay. I don't even, I guess I enjoy it a little when I'm in there, but I'm not like, I'm not drawn to it like Dishonored 2. So me not finishing these is not going to bother me at all. Even with Deus Ex, where I think I'm actually probably within 30 minutes of finishing the game, and I'm like, who cares? Who really cares? So that's where that is. The other thing I spoke about last week was PlayStation VR. It's all sitting here, all ready to go. I haven't had any time to get it set up. The VR the first headset I got at Christmas, I bought myself PlayStation VR for Christmas. The headset or the extension cable didn't work, so I got a replacement, and everything works now. But it's just time. I haven't had the time to set up something to try to record anything. I actually haven't even played it since Christmas, which is kind of sad and kind of expensive. We'll see. I don't know what'll happen. So the other thing I'd like to do is I'd like to give a big thanks to everybody who's joined me this last week, well, and prior to that. I noticed a lot of new subscribers this week. I want to thank you for joining me on the channel. You know, I always appreciate feedback, comments, likes, you know, shares. It's awesome. Thank you for being here so much. And now I think we got to get back to finding a winner. Finding a winner for the Try Hard parking Steam keys. Now I have 2 of these. Actually, the developer reached out and gave me a key for myself, and I just said, well, tell you what, I'm going to go buy your game. I'm going to give away all these, both these keys. You know, I want to support you, and I want to get other people to support you too. So that I felt that was the best way, was for me to just buy the game anyway. So here we go. I've got a web page up here, and I'm going to choose randomly, pick a winner, and it's going to randomly pick a winner for the game, for the key. It's randomly picking a winner. Wow, why is it taking so long to randomly pick a winner? I didn't realize random picking of winners was going to be a big deal. So our first winner for the first key for Try Hard parking is there'll be a thing here. First winner, Frog Falcon, and all he had to say was key. Man of few words, but he knows what he wants. So our second winner, who says, "Would you give me 1 key, please?" I'll give you a key. I'll give you a second key. The second key is Alan Fracticu. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. It's right up there. It's right up there. Or at least I hope it's up there. Or I'm pointing up there looking like an idiot. That would be dumb, eh? If I didn't do that. Didn't put the thing in the deal, and nobody saw it. So there's our 2 winners. I'm going to. I guess I'll reach out through the through YouTube, through the About page, and I'll do a send message, and I'll send you guys your keys. Thanks for everybody who joined in and made a comment and joined this little contest. This is the first time I've ever done a giveaway. I don't know. I guess I enjoyed it, and I think I might try to do more stuff like this. Not like every week, but I might try to do more stuff with this. So the one thing I didn't talk about, and I should have, was Planet Coaster. This morning's episode, I was going to point up, like this morning's episode, like it's up there somewhere. No, it's not up there. Maybe it's over there. Maybe this morning's over there and this afternoon's over here. I don't know. Direction and time just don't work together. So yeah, Planet Coaster, I started up the series again. I actually really enjoyed building in Planet Coaster yesterday. I enjoyed it so much that I actually, after I was done all my editing, I went in and I did a bunch more stuff, and I wrecked my park, and I got to fix it. I seem to have bottlenecks. I have people piling up at doors and not letting it. But the game itself is just a blast. So there's going to be more of that, and I'm going to leave this here. So until next time, I'm Gameface. This was 7 Days. If you liked it, click the button, and don't forget to share and subscribe. I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.